cargo baskets, $100 from Harbor Freight or $600 from Yakima. In this case, you do get what you pay for, but is there a $500 difference? Reading the reviews of both, they all perform the same. They all take your shit across the country on the roof of your automobile or to your next campsite. There's no reports of failures, but there's lots of reports of rust. Many reviewers are pre-rust proofing before they even install them. Why all the rust? Well, first off, talking about thin metal piping that is not coated on the inside, and it's really not perfectly sealed. Second is the welds. In order for a weld to be good, you need to prepare the metal first by sanding it down metal to metal. Then after you're done welding, you need to clean up the welds before priming and painting. Some of us live in rusty environments. Washington State, high humidity, rains every day. Houston, 95% humidity when it's not even raining. Versus Southern California, Arizona, that when it does rain for 3 days, the humidity doesn't get over 30%. You're not really comparing apples to oranges here. And then, where do you park? Are you a poor renter and you're parking outside 24/7? Or are you wealthy like me and you're parking inside 24/7? Another thing is buyer's expectations. This basket comes in a big, heavy cardboard box. Packaging is minimal. So some shipping wear or damage is to be expected, but superficial scratches are just another thing for the soy drinking Gen Zs to complain about. So large items like this get frequently returned due to Amazon's liberal return policies. I found this one for about 20 to 25% off. It was described as like new, with only box damage. I'm telling you, a lot of these people aren't even opening these things if the box comes slightly damaged. What are you gonna do with this basket? You're sticking it up on top of your Bronco or your Jeep or your Subaru, and you're throwing in heavy stuff, you're dragging it across the top rail. The first time you load it, not counting unloading it, you're gonna get the same superficial scratches as come in the box. All baskets are gonna require assembly. It's cost prohibitive to make this in one piece due to the size of a box, and shipping for that big thing is just not reasonable. So if water can enter through an assembly connection, it's gonna start rusting from the inside out. The welds not being 100%, there's also a chance that water could penetrate through one of the poor welds. So I got some time to do some prep. Here's what I plan to do. I'm gonna wire brush the welds, put a coat of primer on all the welds. If I see anything that looks like it might be penetratable, I'll probably put a dab of silicone or Gorilla Glue or epoxy or something on there to slow it down. And we're going to put a couple of coats of truck bed rattle can paint on the whole rack. So the male to female connection points, female, male, goes together like this. A lot of people are talking about putting silicone in there or JB weld. Some of the roof racks come with a rubber sleeve that goes over it. That's again supposed to help slow down water penetration or rust. Myself, I've got some nuclear rated heat shrink wrap tubing I'm going to try to put over those connection points. So for a half can of primer, maybe 2 cans of rattle can truck bed paint, some stainless steel hardware, about $30, and a few hours of my time being retired, which is very expensive if I put a value on it. I'm going to have a new rack. Now, while I did buy used open box on Amazon, I did look locally on the Facebook marketplace and the local Utah ads, And all the baskets that I see, they're laying in someone's backyard up against a fence. They're sun faded. You can see the rust from a distance from a potato can. None of them look damaged. None of them, the tubes are bent or they're broken or rusted through. It's all cosmetic, wear, tear, fading, usage stuff. Even if I bought used from another person, I still gotta do the same prep that I'm planning on doing on my new open box basket. Basket case doesn't look too bad. I can feel some steel bars there. I can feel a steel bar there. I can feel some steel bars there. There's an end cap. Let's see what it looks like. Well, the stuff inside doesn't look bad, except, I don't know if you can see it, right here. Right here is the center of a bend. I'm confident I can get that straightened out. I just got it pushed together. Don't have it screwed down or prepped or anything. But overall, it doesn't look bad. Is it perfect? No. The way they package this shit, you're not getting a perfect one. Might as well buy used. Alright. So what I did here was I first primed all the welds. All the welds actually look pretty good. Considering you got 7-year-olds held captive in China doing the welds, it's not too bad. And then I just used the remainder of the spray paint can, about 1/8 of a can, to hit the top of the rails where it will get wear, and that's about it. Alrighty, getting closer on the roof basket. This is the bottom of it. I thought I had recorded the first coat of rattle can paint, but I didn't. This is the top of it, more like what we will be looking at once it's finished. Now the way this is going to mount, I don't need that fairing, which mounts right there, because it's going to mount this way, passenger driver side. So 2 things that I have done differently from a lot of the other reviews and mods. Where these things connect together, there's one sheet metal screw. I started thinking, because a lot of people are overthinking it. Gen Z, that's just what y'all do. I didn't see the actual need to put in a longer stainless steel bolt. Because what is the purpose of these screws? It's to keep the rack from pulling apart. This rack ain't gonna pull apart once it's mounted to the top of your truck, or the back of your Tacoma, or the roof of your Bronco. So I just cheaped out there. The slots, the male-female slots, this is the male side, this is the female side. They slide together and that screw is in there keeping it from pulling apart. That's it. There's no other structural reason to do a stainless steel longer 1024 bolt, in my opinion. Here's the genius of Fester. Heat shrink. This is Raychem, the nuclear rated stuff. I've got every one of these joints on both sides 100% sealed and covered. No water is penetrating in. Man, this rattle can truck bed paint doesn't go very far. So that is our bottom of the rack coat. I got another can for the top and the sides. Just got some of the sides. Gotta let it dry. I couldn't wait. I finished painting it today. I'm waiting on hardware. I can't get anything here in Utah. I can't get anything here in Park City. So I've ordered hardware and I couldn't wait. And in the remembrances of, what was it, American Biker, the Tuttles, they mocked everything up 3 or 4 times before they bolted everything together. And this is just a mock-up. I got the brackets inside, they're ready to go. I'm just waiting on T-nuts and studs and bolts in stainless to mount this down. But this is what I was expecting. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was wanting. I know this is going to be different than just about everybody else in the world, because most people are not free thinkers. They're clones. They do what everybody else is doing because that will make them feel like they've been accepted. Or why shouldn't they be accepted? Because they're mimicking and copying and cloning everybody else. Oh, maybe that's overlanding. Anyways, this is what I got. I might go a little bit further to the front. I might slide it a little bit further to the back. I think it kind of looks pretty good centered there. And it does give me access, for whatever reasons, on the sides, on the top of those T-slots. And here in the back, was there anything on top? I can't remember. Yeah, I think so. And in the front. It's going to give me a lot of flexibility. All right, and here is one thing I can hear you already asking. I have lost a total of 7.5 inches of clearance in the center to the top of that, which isn't bad. I can live with that. I'm out of here. See ya.